how are you? I hope you all are fine. So in this video we will discuss further about last video we have taught that about prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic we know that in prokaryotic cells that we will read about this one, nuclear membrane, which type of nuclear membrane found in eukaryotic cells and which type of membrane found in prokaryotic cells. We know that in prokaryotic cells nuclear membrane are single membrane, and in eukaryotic it will be double membrane. And nuclear membrane are present or not, skip in the basis of present or absent. We see that in prokaryotic nuclear membrane are absent and in eukaryotic nuclear membrane are present. And on the basis of nucleus we have also seen in last video that which type of nucleus present in prokaryotic and eukaryotic. And cell organelle, in prokaryotic cell organelle are absent and in eukaryotic cell organelle are present. So now we will discuss some more organelles like further is which ribosome. Okay, ribosome is an organelle of cell. Okay, now here this group is prokaryotic, cells, and this one is eukaryotic cell. Okay, so we will talk about ribosome. That in prokaryotic ribosome is found in of 70s, and in eukaryotic we will discuss about 80s ribosomes. Okay, and we all know that in 70s is also found in eukaryotic of mitochondria and plastid. I have taught you in last video that mitochondria and plastid have 70s ribosome in eukaryotic cell. Okay, and now ribosomes has two parts. First one is smaller subunit and second one is larger subunit. Okay? This is one short form, and both ribosomes are made up of these two units, like smaller units, and a larger one is larger subunits. Okay? So we see that ribosomes are divided into two parts. First one is smaller and second one is larger subunits. And what is ribosome? Ribosome is a cell organelle which is found in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, but in prokaryotic is found in 70s ribosome, and in eukaryotic cells ribosomes are found 80s ribosome. Okay, next one is our cell wall. Okay, we all know that in prokaryotic cell wall is present and eukaryotic cell wall is absent, except there is exception one. Oh my god. Except plant cell. Why I have written that except plant cell? Because in plant cell there are two types of membranes are present. Like first one is plasma membrane and outer covering wall is cell wall. Okay, so cell wall is absent in animal cell, but it still present in plant cell. Okay, but in prokaryotic cell it is present. Okay, next What is cell wall? Cell wall is a protecting layer of plant cell and prokaryotic cells. Because in prokaryotic cells, cell wall is also present. But in animal cells, cell wall were absent because plant cell is the outer covering of plant cell is plasma membrane. But in case of animals, in case of plant cell, the outer covering layer is cell wall and the inner covering layer is plasma membrane. Okay, there is difference between cell wall of plant and animal cell. Now here is respiratory enzymes. We see that in prokaryotic cell, I have made one figure that finger-like projection is called. I have named that mesosome, and in the mesosome, the dotted-like structure. I have told you that this is a respiratory enzymes. This was the structure of mesosome, and on this mesosome, dotted like structure are present these are called respiratory enzymes. Okay, in prokaryotic cells they are present in mesosome. This is called mesosome. Finger-like projection is called mesosome, and respiratory enzyme present in mesosome. Yani it present on the mesosome like this. Okay, and in eukaryotic cell present in mitochondria. Okay, in the case of eukaryotic cell, the respiratory enzyme is present in mitochondria like this. This one is mitochondria, and here is the respiratory enzyme found. Okay, this is all about respiratory enzyme. And now flagella. What is flagella? Flagella is a like of a it's like a, you know what is cilia? Cilia is like a hair-like projection of cell. Okay, it's called known as cilia, and flagella is a like a tail. Okay, this tail helps us the cell to move here and there. Okay, and in prokaryotic cell, its flagella are made up of flagellin protein. Here is a point that in prokaryotic cell, flagella are made up of flagellin protein, and in case of eukaryotic cell, flagella are 11 in number and made up of tubulin protein. Here is the difference that in prokaryotic cells, the flagella is made up of flagellin protein, but in eukaryotic cell it made up of tubulin protein and arranged in the manner 9 plus 2. We will read about in next chapter, but next chapter not in the chapter of content of biology we will talk about later, but now we are only reading the cell. Okay, and in cell we will read about all the functions of the cell. That we know that flagella is a part of cell, that it helps the cell to move here and there. So we will read in this chapter about flagella, cilia, and about all the organs like cell wall, mitochondria, plasma membrane in detail. Okay, so now it arranged in 9 plus 2 manner, and it made up of tubulin protein and is are in number, but in prokaryotic cell is are not in number. They can be infinite also, and it can be 1 or 3. Okay, but in eukaryotic there will be limit that it will be only in 11 in number. Okay, next, photosynthesis is generally, we know that it takes place in plant cells to plant do this process because for food formation. So here photosynthesis, okay, take place in chromatophore, but true pigment is absent. There is a too much difficulty things that we have read here, that in prokaryotic cell there is a photosynthesis take place, but in In which organ it takes place in chromatophore. Chromatophore is an organ, okay, but true pigment is absent. Here photosynthesis takes place, but pigment is absent. As we know all, pigment is more important in photosynthesis process, okay. And here in eukaryotic cell take place in plastid, and plastid is present in plant cell, okay. Or here true pigment are present. The pigment that is used for photosynthesis are present. True pigment are present, okay. Now this all about photosynthesis. And here is chromosome. Next, when we talk about chromosome in prokaryotic cell, naked or folded genome made up of mainly double-stranded circular DNA. Okay. In prokaryotic cell, chromosomes are made up of mainly naked and mainly made up of double-stranded circular. Double-stranded circular means like this. Circular means a circle-like structure, and double-stranded means this, like. I don't think so. This type of structure. And यहाँ पे एक लाइन और मिस है, यहाँ पे पूरा कर देते हैं. With non-histone protein. In last class we have read that circular DNA, double-stranded DNA are present in prokaryotic cell in place of nucleus. Okay, and it is called as nucleoid and pronucleus, xenophore. Okay, so this one is called histone protein. With histone protein means some like it looks like a dot structure like protein. Suppose here is a protein. This red dot is what? Non-histone protein. Okay. The structure of prokaryotic chromosome is like just like this, and the structure of what about chromosome of eukaryotic cell? Here true chromosome and made up of double-stranded straight DNA, which is associated. There is also one line is missing. Associated with histone protein. Okay. Here is it is associated with what? It is associated with non-histone protein, but it is associated with what? Histone protein. That in eukaryotic chromosome, true chromosome and made up of double-stranded straight. This is not a circular. It is a straight means like this, and double-stranded also. So double-stranded means like this, and one more thing is available in this, like this chromosome is found in eukaryotic cells. Okay, this all about that, and in this video we will read about the more organs, like which type of organ found in prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So I think you understand this properly. That's all for today. So now take care. Goodbye.